What if I continue sinning? If I continue committing zina, continue doing drugs, drinking alcohol, and then right before I'm about to die, just take my shahada and then I'm cleansed of all my sins?
But how do you know that that's actually going to be the case?
Just right before, when my last breath is there, just shahada.
You think it's that straightforward? I have a principle that our Prophet, may peace and blessings be upon him, told us. He said, whoever lives a certain way, that's how he's going to die. Right? It might be so easy to say your shahada on your deathbed.
Right.
But we've come across a lot of cases where one was on his deathbed and we tried to get him to say the shahada.
And he couldn't speak.
You know, not so long ago, I was in Manchester, I was delivering the Friday sermon. And I was giving many examples. Of how people died with a bad ending. Right? With a bad ending. Right? I gave a number of examples. After the Friday sermon, a Somali brother, he came up to me and he said, I want you to say this in your next lecture. I said to him, what are you referring to, uncle? He goes, this lecture that you just gave, it reminded me of something that recently happened in Somalia. So I was in Somalia and there was this lady on her deathbed. Right? They tried to get her to say the testification, the shahada, to bear witness that no one has the right to be worshipped in truth except Allah and that Prophet Muhammad is his final messenger. Right? Or just La ilaha illallah, the first part of it. Because the Prophet mentioned to us, whoever's last statement is La ilaha illallah, he will enter straight into Al-Jannah.
So if I'm getting into a car crash, just say that.
But do you think it's that easy for you to be able to say it?
No, I don't think so.
Right? It doesn't happen. You know, there's a lot of people that haven't been fortunate enough to make that the last thing that ever came out of their mouths. So he said to me, they tried to get her to say La ilaha illallah, which is the testification, the shahada, the testimony, right? And guess what she started doing? She started turning her head to the left and she started humming. This was the same lady that would be invited over to parties to sing for the people. And the principle is, the way you live your life, that's how you're going to die.